So let's see. Why don't we do how about we do 3 things we like about the weather.
I'm tired of walking.
Hi, this is Felipe from the Postmodern family, and welcome to this episode on taking a walk through the countryside.
Good Lord, Miss Elizabeth, did you walk here?
I did.
One of the classic cultural distinctions of living in England is the ability to, on the whim, go off and take a walk along the countryside.
What is that? What is it?
A bug.
What kind of bug do you think?
Well, it's not really the countryside, though, is it? It's right by the water. I don't know if you call it the countryside if it's right along the water, but feel free to correct me in the comments. Lately, the situation at home has been a little bit stressful. This guy has been just a little bit too much to handle. He sleeps less at night, so Lillian has to be awake a lot. He's breastfed. We're starting to offer him some food these days, but it's tough going. And myself, I've had, in the last couple of weeks, I've had 2 major papers due for classes. On top of work and on top of the kids, so we've been both running pretty ragged, and it's quite a little miracle that we're able to put out these videos still consistently 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. GMT +0. And so we're pretty stoked that we're able to do that still. If you've seen one of our other videos in which we talk about loving English weather, Southern English weather, I know some of you in the comments of that video said, I live in the north and I hate the weather. Fine, I'm not talking about you guys. Here in Southern England, the weather is fantastic. It's very mild and very green and very lush and very enjoyable. So coming off this winter, we are suddenly hit with this blast of heat. One thing that's true throughout England, I imagine, is the sporadicness of the weather. So all of a sudden it'll be hot, all of a sudden it'll be cold, all of a sudden it'll be wet, all of a sudden it'll be dry. I think it's one of those things about an island that it's subject to so many different climate events. So when we were thrust into this warm day, I had this brilliant idea. Why don't we go for a walk? Everyone is super exhausted from taking care of the kids, writing papers, cooking, cleaning, working. I said, why don't we just take a nice leisurely walk? Is it leisurely or is it leisurely? Well, we tried to take up this great English tradition of going for walks, but we've utterly failed. I think the wife unit and the daughter unit are falling to pieces.
But you're the one who hasn't walked very much.
I have walked
you sat
very much.
Like half of the time. We walked the whole time.
I'm tired of walking.
Are you a model?
No. Where's Daddy?
So we went for this walk just along the water, and it was magnificent. The sun was out. There was not a cloud in the sky. One of the things that is fantastic about being here that I did not have in the United States, and I don't think it's across the board here in England or in the UK, but I've seen it in manufacturing and engineering firms quite prevalent, but that we have 37-hour work weeks, so Friday is a short day. We work 5 hours, and it's great, man. I mean, to come out of work at around 1 o'clock on a Friday and be able to pick the family up and go out and take a walk in the sunshine is unbelievable.